If you want to stay up to date with all current hip-hop events and releases, make sure to subscribe and become part of this community. Oh, and also, go cop that fresh merch and listen to my new album in the description. We are getting a new King Von album this Friday on March 4th, and in this video, I wanted to go over everything that we know about King Von's new album, what it means to be king. So let's jump straight into this. So we first heard about this album a couple of weeks back, in the beginning of February, and we got the announcement for this thing. I made a video back when it happened, but let's go over this real quick. So to his official, social media account, the announcement for this thing was posted, and it read, "What It Means to Be King, an album by King Von, March 4th. And with it, we got this black screen with just, the font and the release date on it. And this was not the final album cover yet, but at least we knew that a new Von album is coming. It further made sense when later on Lil Durk, for example, pushed back his album 7220 to March 11th, so exactly a week after Von, probably just, wanting to get the Von album more attention and being like, yo, listen to this until my album drops. Now, since then, we've gotten, more information on this, a lot of more information. For example, we've gotten the first single, Don't Play, featuring 21 Savage, or Don't Play That. I did like the single. I told you all about this. I thought that, just the combination of Von's vocals, just his vocal performance, and then the beat didn't really fit. I've heard a lot of people say that, but then in another way, it does kind of fit. It's kind of weird. I have a love-hate relationship with that track, but it's an alright track. If all the tracks on What It Means to Be King are at least like Don't Play That quality-wise, then I'm all good with that. Just different styles, I hope. So we did get that single. Go listen to it if you haven't yet. It also got a funny little music video with it, so they're really trying to promote this thing. Well, since then, the last thing that happened officially is that we got the album cover. This was also posted to his social media accounts only a day ago. As you can see, the caption reads, "What It Means to Be King, this Friday, pre-save link in bio." And the album cover, I think, looks really cool. It's like this close-up shot of Von's face with his hand in front of his mouth, and I think this looks really menacing. We again have the title with the same font in the bottom right corner, and I do think that this fits the vibe of a Von record. Also, judging off of his past cover arts, and I think that this is a pretty solid album cover that can be very well used. So I'm quite happy with that. I think it also looks cool how he got the two ice-out watches on his wrist on there. So really happy with this. Now let's move further on, because in this post we already got the information that you can go pre-save this album on Apple Music. And when you actually go to the Apple Music site for King Von, What It Means to Be King, then you can see that they got the preview, the pre-sale on there. It's dropping on March 4th, obviously, but we can also see the number of tracks. And as we can see, there are going to be 19 tracks on What It Means to Be King. This is quite a lot. I was expecting less. I didn't think that they could, pull out that much old finished songs from him. I know he got a lot of unreleased songs and stuff like that, but that they would put these many albums on here. I thought maybe we're going to get another album after that, or reserve some of it for the OTF tapes, but apparently it's a full-blown album. It's a 19-track record. We can also see that it's going to span across a length of 50 minutes, and then calculating from there, we get that the average song is going to be 2.5 minutes on here, which doesn't say anything about the record, but apparently there are no like longer storytelling tracks on here, but rather shorter tracks, just as I was thinking. But maybe there are some short skits on here, and the other side is then compensated again by really long tracks. We don't know what exactly these tracks are yet. We also know about the features, and this comes from, I'm not exactly which app was used to determine this, but my man Lucid on the Discord, go join that Discord in the description. Best hip hop community on this planet sent this to me, and you can see upcoming releases on there and also features, and we can see that we have 5 features so far that are confirmed. It might be more than that, but these are the ones that we got confirmed so far. So first of all, we have a Boogie with the hoodie feature. I think that could fit very well with a Boogie doing like some melodic hook, and then Von coming in not on some like drill just crazy going beat, but more like what he did on Don't Play That. I think that could fit really well. We also have a Fabio Foreign track on here, feature on here. This dude is on everybody's album now, and that of course fits very well. Both very aggressive and very drill oriented artists that can really make a song together that's just going to be a banger. Obviously, Durkio feature on here was to be expected. Both of them have, many tracks together still, and one of them is going to be on this new record. We got a Moneybagg Yo feature. Also, this style could again fit very well. So we see that he's staying in like this comfort zone of getting artists on there that have the similar style and stay in the same lane, or at least the people now overviewing this album and putting the track list together. We don't know if this is actually the way that Vaughn intended it to be. Maybe, of course there's some inspiration. People know how he roughly wanted the track list to be put together, but in the end, they can change this the way that they want. So Moneybagg Yo in here, and also Polo G feature. Love that, the Chicago love, and Polo can hop on a beat with Vaughn pretty well when he goes into his drill mode. So that is the features so far that we know about. These are only 5 of possibly more features, but at least those are the ones that are showing up so far. Of course, as I said, we don't actually have the titles for the tracks yet. We don't have the official track list yet. Once the official track list drops, I'll be sure to keep y'all updated and immediately make a video, so stay subscribed if you want to stay up to date with this new King Von album, What It Means to Be King. Now, y'all know that I'm very critical with these posthumous releases. I always like when artists themselves have creative control over what music is put out. And for example, Anderson .Paak recently, or half a year ago, got a famous tattoo that said, "Don't put out any music after I'm dead," because that's not the way that he wanted it to. In the case of Vaughn, we got the whole OTF crew, and especially also Durkio by his side, that kind of knew how he wanted the music to be released. And Vaughn was in such an early stage in his career that we're not even sure he himself knew how he wanted this album to be put together. That's now dropping 1.5 years after he passed away, or not 1.5 years, but almost 1.5 years. So I guess it's just going to be a surprise. I think if you are into King Von leaks, then you probably heard a majority of this album already. That's what I'm guessing, just because there's so many unreleased tracks out there. Also with Durkio, for example, I can kind of assume that the Durkio track we'll get on here is a track that I've heard before. Just not sure which one exactly, but it's just what it is. I'm looking forward to new Vaughn music. Obviously, this dude was taken from us way too early, and I think could have made a lot more influence on hip-hop. And it's crazy that at the time that he was killed, he was really starting to really mainstreamly just blow up, and it's so sad that at that moment in time he got taken from us. So rest in peace, King Von. I'm excited for this record. So that's what we got so far. King Von album, What It Means to Be King, dropping Friday, March 4th. We got the announcement, we got the cover art, we got the length of the album in terms of tracks and in terms of just runtime, and we also have possible features on there, and we got a single, Don't Play That, featuring 21 Savage. That's pretty solid, even though it's not my favorite song. So yeah, that's my thoughts on this. Now let me know what you think about this. Are you excited for King Von, What It Means to Be King? What are you hoping for? Do you think the features are legit, or do you think other artists will also be featured on there? All of that, let me know in the comments down below. If you watched this video to the end and liked it, and you want to stay up to date with all current hip-hop events and releases, make sure to subscribe, turn on notifications, hit that like button, and go follow my social media, and most importantly, join my Discord in the description. Until the next one, you'll have an incredible day, and y'all take care.